covered here. This is a second take because apparently I didn't realize my camera battery was dead. So, and this one's not that charged up either, and I don't understand why. I took it off the charger and it said it was charged. Anyway, we'll try how this works. If it doesn't, I might have to record just on my computer. So anyway, we'll restart. So what I want to discuss is, first is Happy Mail, Stitchy Mail, not haul. I'm going to keep this one separate. These are things that people sent me. So the first was the Best of Teresa Wentzler Fantasy Collection. It's the one with the dragon on the front. And then it's got several different patterns. The lovely Miss Joni sent it to me. We were in a virtual Stitchers, I don't know, like a month ago. I mean, it's been a while since I've done a video, but we were in a virtual Stitchers together, yeah, like a month ago. And she offered to send it, so thank you, Miss Joni. And the next thing, on Instagram I posted asking for people to send me ideas for easy starts, projects that was like 1 or 2 colors, that was fairly simple to kit up. I've got a bunch of fabric, so I wanted to start something because of my panic attacks. I got a lot of good suggestions, and then a gal named Shirley reached out with a couple of suggestions, ink circles and I forget what else, but she then offered to send me some. I wasn't looking for any freebies, so thank you, Miss Shirley, for sending me more than a couple, because this is what Miss Shirley sent, this whole big old stack of patterns. I'm not going to go through all of them right now. I think what I would like to do is maybe do a live video sometime soon within the next month or so, going through all of my patterns. That could be fun, so let me know if you want to see that. I'm just going to touch on a couple that jumped out at me. So one of them was this guy. It is a Jardin Privé, and I think it loosely translates to take time. It's Prendre les temps, or I don't know French, so probably messed that up, but there's that. I loved it. It's a lot of back stitching, and then a few crosses. I liked that the guy at the top is just kind of relaxing, fishing. So that was really cool. I found that in here. I went ahead and paid for the pattern because I wasn't sure with all of that. Because the one that she sent me didn't have a cover photo, so I wasn't sure how all that worked, and I mean it was like $5 or something, so went ahead and paid for it. But I started that one, so you'll get to see that when I get to whips. The other one I wanted to mention is a Nancy Spruance Designs, I think is how you say her last name, and it's called Victorian Side Streets. It's from 1996, I believe is what it said. This one again is some crosses, but a lot of back stitching, so it's kind of like a black work kind of thing. And both of these kind of spoke to me, and I don't know why. Haven't started this one yet. I want to get some fabric, I think. And I think how I want to stitch them, I think I want to stitch them exactly like this, on top of each other, on one piece of fabric, because I think that would be kind of cool. But anyway, there's that, and I really like that. It's kind of gothic and Victorian, and I love that kind of thing. So just wanted, again, like I said, touch on a couple of those. Thank you, Miss Shirley, for the absolute joy, because there were several that I definitely want to jump in and do. Next, I'm going to touch base on purchases that I've purchased, or made, rather. So purchases I've made. I've got a lot to talk about, my gosh. So, purchases that I have made. This is going to be in no particular order. It's been way too long, and so I don't know the order of when I purchased these things. If I mentioned something again that was in a previous video or something, I apologize, but I need to come on and do more regular videos. I wanted to start with Noah Baker, a pattern called Jardin Privé Noël, Christmas Day Noël. He finished it, so I'm going to link him down below to his Instagram so you can go and take a look. He finished it. It was stunning. I thought I wanted to do it in this. It's Gentle Arts Ruby. Ooh, you are not going to be able to see that, are you? I decided I didn't want to get my lamp out. Probably should have. It's Ruby Slipper. It's a pretty red, but there's a lot of like rusty browns and oranges and stuff, which is pretty, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted for that one, so you'll see that in my whips. I chose a different, but I still bought that. It's a pretty color, I just don't know what I'm going to use it on yet. The other thing that I purchased, get these out of the way, was I participated in Fortnite Fabrics charity auction on Facebook, on their Facebook group, and I ended up winning this lovely little piece of fabric. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Lilac and purple and whites and blues and oh, stunning. And I found something that I want to stitch on it. Something is screaming to be put on this, and the fabric is big enough. And it is Thread Sewer's Keys to the Kingdom. And that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Absolutely stunning. And I think what I'm going to use for this, I held up Ruby Slippers when I decided I was going to put this pattern on this. And it's got too many oranges, so I think I'm going to put this. You're not going to be able to see that. I think I'm going to put this one on it. It is called Old Colonial. It's more of a red color, and I think will actually look stunning on it. So there is that purchase. It went to a good cause, so thank you, Derek and Christian, for that. While we're on the subject of Fortnite fabrics, I also bought 2 fabrics for 2 Carolyn Mannings. I don't have those printed off, so I can't show you the picture. But maybe if I do like my pattern, whatever, I could maybe show you that. But I purchased this one called Santa Rita Charm. It's a nice lilac-y purple. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. And then bought Navajo Treasure, which is this like really pretty like robin's eggshell blue greeny kind of color. It's hard to describe, but it's very, very, very pretty. If you've never bought any of their fabrics, now I haven't sewn on any of their fabrics, but I'm sure it's fine. It's just the feel is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I highly recommend buying from them. The other thing I purchased, I can't remember his name, and I should remember his name, but I don't. Maybe it'll come to me. I saw a gentleman post on Facebook, on one of the Facebook groups, I think Stitch Mania maybe, or something. He did a heart, I think it was a heart, pride colors. Linked the pattern, it was to Artisy, I think, one of their patterns. I went ahead and purchased it, but he used these variegated for DMC. I tried to find them locally, and nobody had all of the colors. In fact, most of the stores only had a handful of the colors, and some of them didn't even carry the whole range in these. So I found a seller on Etsy. Put that back without looking it up. Magic Hour Cross Stitch Supplies. She was on Etsy. She's out of Ontario, and I was able to find it. She had the whole line of these DMCs, so I was able to get those, and that came actually really quick, surprisingly. So I bought that. Then, because I saw Rob over at Zav Stitches and Garrett over at Coffee Stitcher having so much fun with this book, I felt like I needed to get the book. And another gal, JB in Virtual Stitches, said that she had found it, so I ended up talking her into getting it. She was trying to talk me into getting it. I already knew I wanted it. I talked her into getting it from Book Depository. If you've never heard of them, they're amazing. They're able to specialize in getting hard to print or print on demand books. They have free shipping, relatively inexpensive. I think I paid $30 and some change for this book. I can't remember exactly, but it wasn't super expensive. It did take a long time because it was coming from the UK, but or England. I can't remember exactly where it was coming from, but it was coming from overseas, over the pond. So that was to be expected, taking a while. But it is the Fables. You can probably have already read it by now. Fables and Fairy Tales to Cross Stitch. And I absolutely love this. I haven't found any yet that I'm going to start immediately. I know Rob and JB and I believe Coffee Stitcher were thinking about doing some kind of Sal out of this book, but it's really quite a nice book. For $30-something, I mean, it's got you got your money's worth with all the patterns in there. Then I purchased this actually the other day, Friday, because Vicky Gable, she is going to start this October 25th for Picasso's birthday. And it is called Quixote Picasso. And I think that is absolutely stunning. So I bought that on Etsy, LA Geek designer. So I purchased that. Beautiful, beautiful pattern. Then I purchased, because of Garrett, Coffee Stitcher, saw him doing it, I purchased the kit for Adventure Awaits from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and it is absolutely stunning. It came with the Ada and everything. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use the Ada that it came with, probably, but I'm not sure. Usually I'm not a huge fan of stitching with what comes in kits. This may be different. It also came with a really cute, oops, can't hardly see it, needle minder that says Adventure Awaits, and it's a little globe with an airplane flying around it. Beautiful kit. It came pretty quick and it wasn't super expensive. Then, because of Rob at Zav Stitches, I fell down a rabbit hole and bought several patterns. A couple of which, well, one of them I didn't buy, one of them was a freebie. But a couple of which that I had actually finished, and they're up here on this shelf. I'll show you here in a moment because I've finished them since the last video. But because of him, I fell down the rabbit hole of buying some Barbara Anna and a couple other things. The first one was Tom and Lily Creations off of Creative Poppy. I bought their Christmas Biscornu trio. I've never done a Biscornu, but I think it would be fun. So I bought that. I also bought Witch's Pantry from Barbara Anna. Absolutely beautiful. I loved that one. I saw that one. I went because of this little mouse that Rob at Zav Stitches showed in his video. And whoop, almost knocked my ornament off. Go ahead and show. So this was a finish. And it was called Sweeping the Garden by Barbara Anna. And it's a cute little mouse. I finished it into a little pillow with just black fabric on the back and black ribbon. And I finished it into a pillow ornament. But I went over, because of this pattern, and Rob was doing it, and ended up buying a whole bunch. So I bought that Witch's Pantry. And I think this one's stunning. I dyed the fabric myself. So there's that. I fell in love with Barbara Anna because I had done this one. Again, because I saw Rob had done it. It was a freebie from Barbara Anna called Light. I loved her. She was so pretty, and I finished her as a pillow with like a red mottled fabric on the back. I need to clean off my shelf. Got a bunch of little purses and crap up there. So there's those. Then I purchased this one because of Rob from Barbara Anna at Creative Poppy. It's called Forest Queen. And I'm going to do her as a companion piece to Light. So, Light, I had actually dyed that fabric as well. And I dyed a similar piece for this one. So there's that. And then, while I was on there, on Creative Poppy, I came across a few more. A couple, well, one more, I guess, Barbara Anna. So I originally went because of the mouse and Forest Queen, ended up buying Witch's Pantry, and then got sucked in because when I clicked on, I think it was either when I clicked on Barbara Anna or when I clicked on Halloween Barbara Anna, this one was in one of the cover photos for that whole string, and I just had to have it because of the tree. This one's called Oh Halloween Tree. Absolutely loved the little witch in the corner stirring her cauldron. And then I loved the tree with all the little motifs going up it. You know, the owls and the pumpkins and keys, it looks like. I just love that. That was cute. So I had to buy that one. So not a bad little thing, I don't think. Then, see, I've been on a purchase streak. I need to stop. Then, I think this one was a freebie from Melissa at Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. and it's called Bees, Blooms, and Chickens. I believe it was a freebie. There's no cover shot, so I'll just show you from kind of way back here. It is a gorgeous pattern. Bumblebees and a little girl in a dress, and it's very simple but very cute. And then there's a bunch of chickens and beehives and all sorts of stuff. I thought it was absolutely adorable, so I had to buy that. Then I'd gotten on a tangent in Virtual Stitches about this designer named Maria. Her name is Maria Bravo. I can't speak. Maria Bravko, I think is how you say her name. She's from Cute Patterns by Maria, I believe is her Etsy name. I had stitched Harry Potter, if you remember. I point that way because he's hanging on the wall over there. And the pattern was from her. So in Virtual Stitches we were talking about her, and I ended up buying the Hermione Granger that matches that pattern, and the Ronald Weasley that also matches that pattern, because I have to have all three, right? So those are absolutely stunning. Maria is amazing. Check her out. Absolutely. I'll try to link her below, but impeccable designer, absolutely. And then I joined the train of everybody who got the Long Dog Samplers Pandemic, because I think it's absolutely stunning. And so I will eventually stitch that. I think what I want to do is dye my own fabric for it. So I'm waiting for the inspiration to hit me for that, because it's a large piece. Because I don't want to pick out the threads until I have the fabric, because as we all know, sometimes your stitches can get lost, and I don't want that to happen. Anyway, so that takes me into my whips. So I can't remember which ones of these I had shown the last video and then worked on. So I apologize again if there's a repeat and there's no more progress or whatever. So I apologize. This is Pumpkinville, or Welcome to Pumpkinville by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I got just, I didn't even show you. I got just a little bit more in this box. It's the Diner box. So not a whole lot of stitching. I need to pull this one out and actually work on it. I pulled it out to work on it while I was at the laundromat a couple weeks ago, I think, because none of my patterns were speaking to me and that one popped out at me. So we got that one, and then I believe this was a new start since the last video, and I need to just pull it out and finish it. It is, yeah, it was a new start. I think I've gotten a little bit further. It's Flick from Animal Crossing. I don't have too much more to go before he's actually finished, so I just need to do it. There's Flick. And then I had pulled this one out. I think. This one was one of those where I was not 100% sure. But I'm pretty sure I had pulled it out and worked on it a little bit. And actually got finished with block 1. And it is the Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And so there is block 1. Yeah, next time I'm going to turn on my light. I usually do, but today I just didn't feel like it. So I apologize, guys. So there's that. Husqvarna Hollow. Then, I can't remember if I worked on this one or not since the last. So, I think so, but I'm not sure. This is the Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler. I'm only on February and I haven't gotten very far into February, I don't think. But there's that. It's stunning. I need to pull it out again. I just got distracted by all the new starts and stuff. So there's that one. I also need to do a whip parade. Of course you saw my, you guys saw my finishes, my 2 finishes. Those were starts and finishes, and then FFOs. I also completed another one. If I have the picture, I'll insert it below. It was a charity piece called Courage from Darling Whimsical Designs, I think is her name. Anyway, I'll link her below, her Instagram. She had posted it on Instagram, and I went ahead and stitched it. Stunning piece, and then I ended up giving it as a present to the person I stitched it for. This one is because of Mr. Garrett, the coffee stitcher. Quaker Oz by RETM. So that's what it will look like when it's done. Not a huge start. Right up here. So I did the heart and then started doing the tornado and the house. This is fabric I dyed myself for this piece. So there's that. It's looking quite good. And then I think I'm just gonna throw this video up and not edit it, because that's the part I hate the most, is the editing. Then this one was the piece, called Take Time, I believe, by Jardin Privé. You can't see some of it. I got some of it done that's on the bottom. But anyway, there it is so far. I love the little boat. It's stitching up quickly, so I imagine that I will get it done fairly quickly. This fabric, because a lot of people have asked in like virtual stitchers and stuff, was a piece that I purchased from Phil and Drew on their D-Stash Instagram page, like at least a year ago. And it was a Fabrics by LJ that was originally a 17 by 25 piece. I believe it was Drew's, and he had cut it in half and then decided he didn't need it, which is fine. The half was perfect to stitch this one on, and so I'm sure I will find something else. But it's called Regency, Fabrics by LJ. And it's a stunning, stunning, stunning purpley, modelly, beautiful piece. And it's a 28 count Lugana. I've discovered that even though I'm an Aida guy and I love Aida, I really love Lugana for some reason. And I'm really loving either the 28 count or the 32 count. Now, my last one, I made a note to talk about the fabric. I also like casual linen, because this next one is a 28 count Confederate gray on casual linen, and it is the Liberty Inn, which looks like that. I'm close to a finish. I didn't unhoop it, so I apologize. But I'm on this side. I got this side done. I need to finish these couple of stars up here. And then once I'm finished with those, I can move on to the left side and finish that. But there, that is, I'm close to a finish. Again, that was the 28 count Confederate gray. I really like it, and I like the cashel linen. So I like cashel linen, Lugana, and then of course Ada. Ada is my jam, will always be my jam. So there's that one. And then, last but not least, I believe was a start since the last video. And it was Jardin Privé Quaker de Noël. I don't think I called it that earlier. Quaker de Noël, and Noah and I were going to stitch that, but I dragged my heels, and then COVID happened, and took forever to get fabric and those threads, and then I decided I didn't like those threads. Anyway, so there's that. But here is where I'm at on this one. Absolutely stunning. I need to pull it out again and work on it. I love it. And what I'm stitching it in is Christmas Burgundy. And the fabric is Vintage Country Mocha. I don't remember what count. It was either a 32 or a 28. I'm not 100% sure at this point. But there's that. That's all my video. That's all I have. If you have questions, link them below. I'll try to hit them next time. Other than that, that's it. Follow me on Instagram. Send me questions on Instagram. I use Instagram a lot, so I'm always over there. Until next time, take care and happy stitching.